find that tree that is down blocking the street. We'll keep you updated. Live local late breaking, Christy Millard, Heartland News.
All right, Christy, be safe, you and Michelle out there. We heard reports earlier that there were trees down Independence, and that was blocking traffic. When I drove in on Broadway tonight, there was no problems with traffic. And surprisingly, there were a number of cars out there. I thought I'd be the only one. But there were a lot of people, surprisingly, on the roads tonight. Well, again, just a dangerous situation. I know a lot of people were taking cover tonight, and not something you think about now, but here's the video that we shot. This is just out the back door of the station earlier tonight when we were really starting to get a lot of rain. You can see just really coming down in the back parking lot there, and glad to know that for a lot of viewers, the worst is past us. And again, not something you're going to think about right now, but maybe tomorrow when things have cleared up and you're able to venture out, be sure and take some pictures or maybe some video of the damage near you and send that in to us at cnews at Kfvs12.com. It really helps us tell the weather story. Indeed. And Bob, we talked about this yesterday, how severe the storm could be, and it proved to be every bit of that.
It really was. You know, we had the moderate risk area posted yesterday for all of the heartland, and it continued today. And indeed, it verified because we have certainly had a lot of storms. I want to go to the other radar system if we can, Derek, and we're going to take a look at the radar estimate now. We'd be talking about 1 inch to 2 inches perhaps in this green area right here. And I've talked throughout the evening about how dangerous it may be if you're driving out tonight. So that is the reason we're concerned about it. Here's the radar going back to 7:20, and boy, we have really had quite a line that pushed into the area and continued to push toward the east as it has gone through the rest of the nighttime hours. We are in the process of trying to get this thing loaded, so I'll just go ahead and tell you about it. And here it comes. It continues to push off toward the east. But one thing I want to point out as we watch this go through, and it was the fact that the storms were just bowing out. And as we look at the radar estimate again, we'd be talking about perhaps 1.5 to maybe more inches of rain, particularly in this area from Cape Girardeau to Van Buren, from Farmington southwest to near Centerville, and other areas less than that, but still, because of flood-prone areas, that certainly could be a problem if you're going to be out this evening. And you saw the rain in the pictures coming down just a moment ago. Take that seriously, as well as the wind damage.
All right, Bob, thank you very much. The winds were tremendous tonight. We're talking about earlier over 100 miles an hour in Buncombe. Unbelievable. Then you hear about hurricanes where the winds get up to 150, 175, and you just think, how could they be any stronger than they were in Buncombe tonight? Just the force of Mother Nature is just something.
We're pretty sure we're going to be hearing about damage reports all over the heartland. We know of a lot of power lines that are already down. Trees are down blocking the roads in Oran. We understand Russell Street was blocked because of a tree covering the road there. We talked to the Advance Superintendent, Stan Seiler, who we were trying to get on the phone, who told us a tree actually fell onto one of the school buildings there in Advance. Did some damage to the roof there. They are going to have classes tomorrow, though. We should note that classes will not be canceled because of the tree, but widespread damage pretty much all over the heartland.
Things are quieting down, but as you know, that storm rolled into the heartland a little bit after 8 this evening, very forcefully, at least into Cape Girardeau. The wind started to pick up. In no time at all, buckets of rain came down, and then came all the scares with the tornado warnings and the spotting of tornadoes in Stoddard County and other areas in the heartland. We don't know. We haven't been able to get to those areas just yet. What kind of damage people there are facing. We have not heard of any injuries at this time. Maybe too soon to tell, or hopefully nobody was hurt tonight. But again, as the hours progress and as we get into daylight hours, we'll know more of what exactly this storm did to us.
Well, if you're venturing out now because things have calmed down, at least in Cape County and surrounding areas, we understand the I-55 Perryville exit is closed tonight. We're not exactly sure why, but I wanted to pass that along because they are rerouting traffic, we understand. So again, if you're getting out and you have to do some traveling, I-55, the Perryville exit is closed, so consider that as you're traveling around, and you're probably going to run into a possibility of downed trees and power lines pretty much anywhere you go.
Dangerous to be out. Don't be unless you absolutely have to be. Bob, what's the latest over there?
Well, we still have portions of the boot heel that are under a tornado warning, and that's a serious issue for us now. This tornado warning continues now for the next several minutes, but you can see that these haven't weakened a great deal, although we did see on our Titan track that some of them had a little bit. But I don't want to minimize what we have going on right now. It expires for Clay, Dunklin, Greene, and Pemiscot counties, Greene County and Arkansas, but a severe thunderstorm warning then for Pemiscot County until 10:45. Thank you, John. Now, a new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued just to the east of that tornado warning, and that, of course, is this one that stretches from Martin, Tennessee, back through Union City, Tiptonville, and back to Caruthersville, Missouri. In fact, that's, of course, because of that line. And as John draws it here, it's moving toward the northeast, at about 60 miles per hour. Northeast